Okay. Hello? Is everyone there? God, did I actually ruin everything? Please don't. I really hope I didn't. Hello? Hello? Is everyone there? I think I got it. Oh shit. I think that's everything. Yeah, Arcade Spirits, Arcade Spirits. The people haven't loaded in yet, but that's completely fine. Yes. Alright. Things are going good. Cool. And then I can download some smaller videos for later for my stream archive on my YouTube channel. Great. Cool. Alright. Okay, so now we're back. So, hello and welcome to Daring Player Squad, Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. We are starting Arcade Spirits because I've been requested by Mebby. Well, that's their handle anyways. Requested by Mebby to also have me play this game. They wanted my silly little brand. Yeah, Metaby, I think. Is it Mebby or Metaby? They did request it from you, James. If this is James, they requested it from you. Haha, I was right. So they requested it through James, so James could ask me. And then I said yes, and then they got really excited. So then I told them, like, as soon as I'm done Metroid, I'll do Arcade Spirits. Savvy? Yes? All good? The more I look at this, just this, like this guy up here, like. I look so fucking zonked out of my mind. It's just too funny. Because it's too real. Art can only intimidate life. But yeah. But anywho. So everyone's savvy. We're all playing this now. Great. Yes. Okay, I'm going to continue. Alright. In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life, too. Both of us had it rough up to and through the point where we left home to try to start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her heart, she means well. She's been firmly in the corner for all my life, just the two of us, against any dark forces aligning against me. That's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes, but skilled? No. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. So, to the main reason I went, the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidneys sold on the black market or something. Still, no sense messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right? Right. 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 No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. By the morning, light leaked through the cracks in the blinds. I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch the bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she left a note for me, pinned to the tiny fridge we shared. Remember, download the app. Find dream job. Make money. Sort your life out. I believe in you. So. I know, right? 8 hours? Like, wow. Fuck. Wouldn't that be great if I had 8 hours? Holy shit. Normally I get anywhere from 3 to 5. Woo! Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app, or just go and find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? Well, fuck it. Just give this little app a little shot first, right? Figuring at the very least, her Miracle app could possibly help me find a job. I load it up, tap the icon, and... Yeah? Huh. I see what I mean. Anyone else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of their phone. Me, I went, huh. Also, it's one of those new kind of 3D screens. So, you know, not actually magical realism here. Very normal in the distant future of year 20XX. Hold on.
Hey, listen. Wow. Would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
No. I know the reference. I know the reference.
Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts. I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true.
Okay, Iris. Alright, you promised a big game. Okay, that's pretty funny. It's like, alright, let's see how you promised a big game. Pretty tall order for an app to do. Or are you some sort of wish-granting genie? Well, I suppose in the modern parlance, a massively interconnected database searching virtual assistant could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you... Yeah, I think I might turn down the music volume a little bit more.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
Yeah, that seems about right. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere. I glanced up from the phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment. Motivation, I have something I have a ton of. Honest.
Hooray!
That's super. I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions? Sure. Why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already has a voice-activated assistant AI that I can just say, Hey phone, search the web for job listings, and it would work just as well. Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program with more heart. I can help you sort your life out by analyzing your personality and finding you a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper identity identifier system. Between you and me, they really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but couldn't figure it out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more? The in-game audio was pretty low compared to music. I think I fixed it. Oh, hey, Dark. God, my brain fully thought it was Thursday. Today is almost Thursday, depending on where you are. It's true, honestly. Sure, give me the sales pitch. Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it as an identity. That way, you can be the sort of person you want to be. This system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. I can spot five different identity identifiers in your responses to people: quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. Sounds to me like your program has also wanted a bunch of things ended in Y. That's correct! My branding game is on point! Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of the situation. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means you're blunt, confrontational, and aggressive. So be careful. Lastly, you can always take a basically option. It's a balanced and neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Over time, I'll build up a personality profile for you based on the identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be predominantly quirky, generally steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you. Oops, sorry, I wasn't watching chat. It'll be Thursday in 18 minutes, in which it is still mind-boggling to me because I went through an entire day thinking it was Thursday. Then you get a do-over. Ah, hello, Paul. Welcome. So what you're saying is that I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy? Oh, and never speak basically? I mean, basics bad, right? Sounds bad.
Nope.
Heck no, they're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Consider. Sorry, it's just because since it's bold, I kind of thought that her voice chip just kind of reset to robot for those like bold ones. Consider what you could say and go with what feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. Sure, you could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, you know? Just be you. Now, let's see my patent pending identity identifier system in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? I love them. Hi, jokes, I'm dad. Hi, jokes, I'm dad. Seriously? Seriously? Hey, I never said I was good at dad jokes. I just said I could go for them. So now that you've seen the identity indicators in action, do you want to see the indicators like that so you can make up an informed decision? If not, I can hide the identicators. Keep it a surprise. That way, it doesn't influence your decision making. It's up to you. I feel like if I had the identity identicators or indicators, I didn't hide because PS4 version was buggy at the time. Well, I'm playing straight off my computer, so. But the thing is that. Ooh, are you gonna game it too hard? No, I'm not gonna game it too hard. And hello, MetaB. Because I'd suggest hiding. Well, because, like, I was gonna say, if I use identity identicators, I feel like, because I'm notorious for when I was playing Dragon Age and Mass Effect, that when I was playing those, I'd always go for like the nicer option or the funny option, and that's just how I like playing my characters. But if I want to like play a character in Arcade Spirits very similar to myself when the game actually implores you to be yourself, I think hiding the indicators would probably be better, so I can just like go wherever. No, Jeffy, I'm not doing a chaotic evil run. You can get that out of your mind right now. Alright. Run on, Pure Colston. Okay, tell you what, I'm actually like super fucking thirsty. 100% Colston completion. Alright. 2 seconds, guys. I'm just gonna get some more water because fuck, I am getting thirsty of all this talking. So just give me 2 seconds, guys, okay? I swear, I'll be right back. I even got this really cool transition. So, okay, I'm back. Wait, what? There's a transition feature? No. No. There's transitions. Ooh. Okay, let's try this. Yeah! That's just too funny. It's just like, yeah! Just swiped in. I did it. I swear. Alright, so I'm back. Okay. I got liquids in my mouth, and they've purified my throat. Ugh. I know it takes more sense given that usually one person is streaming at once, but seeing the art of the whole crew makes me feel that the caption should read, "We'll be right back," instead of like, "I'll be right back." Honestly, I made that image a hell of a long time ago, and I'm not sure if I have the same project file for it, because I think I edited it like way long ago. Or you know what, actually, hold on. I'm gonna go back to it. Oh, I can change it! Hey, alright, cool. So I'll do the thing that Jiffy suggested. Yeah, there you go, Jiffy. There you go, buddy. We'll be right back. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, back. All right, let's reel it back in. All right, okay. Ooh, so mysterious. Okay, I'll hide them from you. You'll always be able to spot basically responses, though. Anyway, as long as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now. Oh. So sorry. Yay, OCD satiated. Alright. Does anyone else remember aim away messages? Oh, AIM. AIM messages. Yeah, I know them. Yeah. AIM messages. I do know those. I used to use a lot of Messenger, MSN Messenger, when I was like super young. So I am no stranger to this. Will you look at that? Such a strong personality. You asked me a single question. Off to a great start, I say. And hang on, you're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I gotta gamify a little. Anyway, study shows that achievements, or achievos as the kids say, encourage app engagement. Okay, well, what's the empty space on the left? Ooh, I also track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well they're getting along with you over there. Relationship scores. Wonderful. So, will you also tell me the correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or do I need to go find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making of my daily life? Colston, you're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them. And it'll be obvious when you're doing that. I promise you that if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed. Just relax and have fun. You can access your score card anytime you like with the Q key, or click the score in the upper right corner of your screen. Oh, there it is. Boop. Ah. Ooh. Okay. Excuse me. All right. And that's everything. Ta-da! Okay, but how is any of that supposed to help me get a job? I only downloaded this app because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking a quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that?
It'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
Okay. You can talk to ghosts? Is there a ghost in the room right now? Am I a ghost? Am I dead? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule.
No, silly. I mean your spirit. Your hopes and dreams. Your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
Well, sorry, Iris. I already found my romance. Romance? Seriously? Seriously. Often, you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place. But if you rather focus on gainful employment for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating? Well, that's a recipe for disaster. And hitting on coworkers right from day one can be kind of awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out of the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression? If I meet the right person, why put it off? Perhaps Also urging you not to L.A. Noire the game. X'd out. Oh, right. Sorry, I just thought of something suddenly. Because for the last couple of days, since with me having my new vehicle, I've actually have yet to put on one of my decals, and I actually really want to put a decal on my new car, and there it is. Skeleton! So I'm going to put that on my car. Now, DPS decal. I wish we don't have anything available, but if Arash is actually in chat, that's something for him to look at for some merch. But it's basically Skeletor, as you can see. And he's going to be on the window somewhere in just a decal. It was really sunny today, so I thought, oh, cool, if I did it early, I could possibly have it like semi-melt in the in the sun, so it can actually permeate and basically just, you know, solidify. Are we getting DPS decals? DPS stuff? Honestly, like, we could try for merch. We could do stuff. Yeah, if you guys want it, we'll set it up. I can't say that we are gonna, but if you guys really want it, we'll try to make it happen. Again, I can't guarantee of what we're gonna do about it, because that's usually Arash's stick. But if you guys really want it, just go onto our Discord. I'll even type it right now if the command still works. Nope, that doesn't work. Nope, that still doesn't work. That's it. So if you guys go over to our Discord, or our Twitter, or our Instagram, or our Facebook, you can definitely throw your opinion onto that. And if we see enough of you guys actually come on over and just come on by and just get into it, yeah, sure, like totally, we'll actually get it ready. We'll have the most direct route, honestly, is Discord. If you really want us to possibly make merch for you guys, we'll totally do it. It's no problem. And, wow, I see a lot of people in stream. How many people? 14 people? Holy shit. Hello and welcome, everyone. Wow. If y'all made a sticker or something, I'll definitely pick some up. Jiffy, that's so sweet. Sorry. I gotta get back to the game. I'm getting sidetracked. You guys are awesome, though. Okay. Or am I looking for love and ready to get ready to start right out of the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I meet the right person, why pull it off? Or why put it off? How do I want to handle this new opportunity? Fuck. Okay. Do you want thirsty first impressions or no? Honestly, no, because I've seen how bad it is at, like, Metabee, come on. Don't try to Metabee. Okay. Tell you what. If I was honestly thinking about this, if I had actually, picked the Colston answer, their personal first impressions, that's what it's worth. Then don't. It's your game. I know. I'm not saying like don't, but like I do. You're playing your game. I know. It's just like I know where you're coming from, and it's just like okay. All right, I gotta try. Okay, tell you what, it's. I'll do the first one. I think I'm mature enough to juggle both at once. Why not? Super! And remember, the choice is yours. If you're not comfortable with other people, stay professional. Now, let's get started. To finish analyzing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata? Aha! I knew it! This is some kind of scam! I'm gonna wake up in a bathtub of ice, missing a kidney! Sure, I can register as help you register as an organ donor.
Command or file name?
Or were you being sarcastic? Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality. I couldn't tell. Relax, I won't share your information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized? Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here. Just like the 17th self-help books on my shelf. Still, 18th's the charm, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
I remember Donna was betting I would be super methodical with my choices. You know what? Like honestly, but like I'm trying to see if I was gonna play this, like how would Colston do this? How would I do this? So, do I just stand here or?
Thank you.
Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview. 30 minutes from now. What? Please put on some nice clothes. Nicer than those. Please. I don't think that's too much to ask. What? For your interview, silly. You want to look your best, but we just... How? Okay? How did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat? Simple. I'm awesome like that. Now get a move on. Tut tut. You need to catch the 8:20 a.m. bus? That's 9 minutes away. Well, this is happening. But do I have a choice to get off this runaway? But I do have a chance to get off this runaway train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete this app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. No. A normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted this app right there rather than hop on a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. But me, I was already getting dressed before she'd finished that sentence. It's not that I believe the silly app's claims that serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expected another shoe salesman job at best. But, well... Ah! Okay, this is obviously completely ridiculous. A personality quizzing app is going to solve all my life's problems? Yeah, and I'm a Nigerian prince with $1 million. But I'd satisfy Juniper's whimsy to see this through, and when it crashes and burns, it'll make for an amusing story to tell people. I resolved myself to accept inevitable disappointment, smile on the face of my usual fate, and the look for jobs in the paper later tomorrow. And as I came to realize, weeks later, the amazing story I'd be telling people wasn't one to be failure. Oh, that's encouraging. Whole Story, Funplex, Law Offices of Smith Johnson, Attorney at Law. Wub sub. Whoops up. Wub sub. I'm not even. Wub sub. Eat free. Okay. Whew. The bus drops me off, oddly not far from Juniper's office building, although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is, well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are relics of 19XX, places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into as tight of a space as possible. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, I'm seeing a used bookstore called Whole Story, an arcade, a fast food joint, a boarded up health spa once called Lattes and Enemas, which sounds...
Hey, listen.
What do you think? I think that's two things no human being should ever combine. No, I mean your future place of work. I'm desperately hoping you're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I looking at? Am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. Wait, behind the arcade? It is the arcade? Huh. Trust me on this. I've referenced and cross-referenced and cross-referenced your personality details, personal history, social media connections. This is your dream job. My dream job? Really?
99.97%.
All right. I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big businesses in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs. 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. But, well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everyone who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold. And sure, those who can make it can secure fame and fortune, while those who don't, well, no wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. I know the disclaimer said any references to anything like real or not is purely coincidental. I'm sorry, but this is basically a screenshot of the fucking burial grounds of where all the fucking of all these what is it, ETs from the Ataris were buried. This fucking gives me fucking flashbacks to that documentary that I watched with Nicole. Like, this looks like where they dug this big old trench and they just fucking dumped ET into the ground because it did so fucking poorly. Oh, I love this. Video games weren't always this popular, though I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1986, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash which would have left video games as kids' toys fad, like hula hoops, no mainstream acceptance. I didn't realize how big that DPS symbol is actually, now that I'm going through it. Here we go. You know what? Let's keep it this size. And let's move you all the way up. Here? Here? That's not center. Oops. Now that I fucked it. I fucked it now, guys. That's fine. Because I want to see the whole. I want you guys to see the whole thing down there. And luckily the webcam where it is just covering up like options. So if this was a game, if this game was completely poop butts, like poop from a butt and massively overproduced, it ruined video games for years. E.T. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. That game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like for people in the darkest timeline, where everything went wrong. Are games considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? Oh, the Arcade Spirits Tumblr account straight up recommends Cam bottom right for that exact reason. See, okay, cool. The mind boggles. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run for it, only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job, I'd enjoy and could keep it for more than a few months. This left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure.
99.97%.
Won't this be like my lifeguard job, though? Satisfying, but short-lived? This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco Palace, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in... Weird flashback, 15 years? Huh. I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her homework.
My sources say yes.
Trust me, when I... Oh, I ran out of water again. Trust me, when I said 99.97 sure, I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but math is deadly serious. My coders made me to be the warm, personable front of a database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need, right here, right now. And when this place inevitably collapses, I lose my dream job? What makes you think that that's going to happen? Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle, because things rarely work out. You'll always have to be ready for the worst. That's why I take things in stride these days. Does that mean you shouldn't even try? As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. But this was a joke, right? I mean, I'd assumed it was all a joke when I left the house this morning. I figured I'd have some wacky experience, fail miserably, and then get back to my not-so-funny, tragic life story by lunchtime. And yet, I am the big sleepy. Thanks for the stream, Colston. Hey, thanks, Jiffy. Definitely come back next week. I'm going to be continuing this, so, yeah. Good night, Jiffy. Have a good sleep, okay? And yet, there was something to this, wasn't there? Something I couldn't quite laugh off so easily. So I opted to push through these doors and see what waited for me on the other side. Fast cars, fire! Time... Oh, fuck. Please tell me that's not Time Shitters 5. Is that Time Shifters? No, Time Shooters. Oh, shit. My colorblindness is gonna be fucking bad. time shooters. Okay. What else do we got here? Castle Crunch, Snack Runner, Quest of Discomfort. Fucking, that's a good choice. Showtime stage, neat. Time shooters. Fist of... Oh, it's Fist... Is that Fist? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to scroll over. Better, it's a Fist. Okay, what else we got here? We got Fight Champs. Freight Shifters? Freight Shifters? Is that what it is? Freight Shifters? And I can't quite make out the elf-looking one here. Yeah, I don't know. I can't make it out, but I'm really interested. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze. I'll bet one smelling of copper and corn chips. It's early in the morning on a weekday. It's not too packed with gamers, although it's so packed with games. Probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. At once I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat! Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade. It's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here. Look, from the looks of it, like really old. Although I don't recognize what game. Recognize the game with the stage and lights and things. Maybe it's karaoke or dancing. A Japanese import? Sure fucking is, mate. Let's play some DDR.
My sources say yes.
Checking. That would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration of Nihana Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. Wait. NHICHR. I feel like it's like an acronym and I'm trying to figure it out. It's won a lot of rewards. Huh. Okay, let's see. Fist of Discomfort. I love it. I love it a lot. Pengi Pinball. Penball. Oh, that's cute. Master Golfer. Pario Party. I can't understand this one. I want to see it. I want to say it's Arrow something. Oh, that's it. Something loads. Bow loads. It's very hard to see. I am red-green colorblind. Mopey. Oh, I know this one. I know that one off by heart. I love this game right here. Fucking the devil. It would fucking eat my quarters. My dad warned me never to go there ever again. Oh, I know these guys too. This is really cool. I recognize most of these. Whoa, is that seriously Mr. Mopey's Magic Maze? But the one in the middle with the split screens, this is new to me. Fist of Discomfort. A hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years. 2 genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. And over here, an old lady. Aw, look at her. She looks so quirky. Sorry, ma'am, I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I didn't think she'd even register me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket prize redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
Oh, that's nice. The what?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. That's whimsical. I love that.
Well, I chose to knock off the first 2 words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So,
honestly, that
help
last
you?
bleeped out almost sounds like 1989. How the inflection of it, but like, I dare to dream. Um... Oh, we've endured many a nor'eastern around these parts. You get used to it. My little arcade stood the test of time and weathered all elements. We've actually been around since 1970. Back in the games were in black and white, and pinball was all the rage. Oh, how times change. That long. But I thought the arcade business was high risk. Not when you hire good people with love in their hearts. Francine sounds great. Actually, are you here looking for work, perchance? I am currently classified as job seeking, yes. Oh, thank goodness. I've been hoping someone would reply to the ad I posted in the webs.
Please, call me Francine. As in, Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it? Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband.
Oh.
Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
No, don't be. He died doing what he loved. Having intensely physical relations with me.
That's information I needed to know. Yes. And you are? Colston Reed, ma'am. Very well. Shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry out here, but it's rather noisy, isn't it? Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise, anyways? Oh, eventually you just learn how to sort out all the beeps and the boops. It can take weeks to become acclimated. Is that how you say that? Acclimated? I found, but in the end, done. She quirks an eyebrow. Well, now that's faster than the others. Not bad. So, shall we see what you're made of? This way, please. Penguin in there, baby! Francine leads me down a back alley hallway, past public restrooms, and into a door marked employees only. It takes all my restraint not to point out that about the extraneous apostrophe. Employees? Employee? You know what, never mind. Oh, acclimated. Oh. Okay. Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I'd suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy, but he's been so overworked lately. Please, have a seat and we shall begin. As quirky as this place and its owner may be, at least I'm confident that I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I've interviewed for a dozen jobs and held down 3. I know all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but the point is I'm confident, prepared, and ready.
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
What? What?
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Right. Okay. Maybe this wasn't a typical job interview after all. No problem. Just go with the flow. Let's do this. I always wanted to be a bird, so... Wait, no, not all dinosaurs are basically birds. Let me rephrase. I've always wanted to be a flying bird, so pterodactyl, swooping around, catching updrafts, staying way, way away from meat eaters. Really? How exciting. Even if technically speaking, pterodactyls aren't dinosaurs.
What's your favorite snack?
Ooh, that's easy. Snack. If this was a favorite food question, I'd have this down easy. It's tacos. Always tacos. But snacks?
When you have pizza on a bagel.
I forgot. Ah! Anne! Hello, friend! Hello. I'm playing Arcade Spirits tonight. Well, I finished Metroid. I actually beat it, and we beat Mother Brain, so that's all good. I didn't realize how close to the end of the game I was. But yeah, I'm playing your game. Also, actually for a brief second, I actually saw the artist actually briefly in the chat here. So I was really excited to see the artist on there for a little bit. So yeah, I hope they come back. Yeah, they swung by. I saw them on the list for a little bit, and they've gone now, but that's okay. You know, it is pretty late, sort of. Anyways, and yes, Anne, I'm playing your game, and I'm actually quite enjoying it so far. Pizza bagels, Totino's. How does Totino's go? Totino. Hot pizza rolls, Totino's. Yeah, that's it. Hush you. Come now, dear, I don't have all day. After giving it a good thought, well, how could I forget my favorite snack? Not sure about this one. I enjoy an apple, but almond butter? I've not really had almond butters. Ooh. Whatever munchies lurk in the depths of the vending machine? Gross. So out of all these, yeah, tacos would be my favorite. Tacos and only tacos. There's no other sustenance. I can see you are a person that knows exactly what they want and how to get it. You know what they say, you are what you eat. Next question. Nothing I've prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview. I brace myself for the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
Ooh, that one's good. I know that one. So this is the interview for real, or is this a dream? Oh my god, I tuned in for the pizza bagel line and Colton singing, "Oh, hey, Bamalum, how are you? Nice to see you." Actually, it originated from me forwarding a request from a baby and another guy. As I look through Francine's deadpan expression, I know she's 130% serious. The extra 30% is super serial. This one, engineering. I know I can make things. I'm essentially MacGyver. I can make anything out of string, a match, and a screwdriver. Especially if what you want is a screwdriver wrapped in burning string. Good. We'll need someone to build makeshift defenses and then quickly, in case, get surrounded. And an inventive brain is always a critical role in any survival. One more thing. The question is so simple. It's almost actually relevant to career planning that it takes me off guard. I told you I came about the job offer.
Seeking a job, true. But that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt you think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck. But, well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters. And I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the Funplex. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted. And he didn't last long. So I ask you again, why are you here?
To be honest, I didn't have anything better to do. I thought it'd be funny. No way I'd say that aloud, though. As strange as this job interview has been, I'm getting a glimmer of hope that there may be something to this. Let's put all jokes aside and actually think this through. Glad to hear it, man. Oh shit, I haven't been... It's immediately made. Oh, I like that. I like pizza bagels. Glad to hear it, man. This is the bit where Hawkeye is all like, don't give me hope. Yeah, this one. I understand I understand I'm not whining or looking for pity, but my life has been a complete mess for over a decade. In and out of jobs, taking what I can get, settling, compromising. I gave up on hoping for something better for a long time ago. Or hoping for something better a long time ago. But, well, the people in my life who were close to me kept encouraging me to try and chase my dreams. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for the answer to your question. But I won't be daydreaming all the time, I promise. In my last job, I was a lifeguard. It takes a lot of focus. It'll be just as attentive in helping your Funplex. That perks her attention. Oh my, a rather serious occupation that. And an unusual step in such a from such troubled waters to land of make-believe. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it? Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work, which makes Francine smile in turn. I can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised at the many ways one can save a life, even here. Very well. I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work. I breathe easier after that. Whew. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure. And yet, it felt appropriate. Like, it was about far more than just filling a slot in a payroll. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. It only occurs to me now that I forgot to exactly ask what duties this mystery job I'd accepted really involved. Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously, a stool behind the prize desk.
Oh, how marvelous.
Welcome to your new position, Colston. Sitting here, you mean? Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes. I glance at the wide array of pencil poppers, rubber spiders, and tiny plastic car toys on display. Well, for prizes, at any rate. It's such a relief. I'd really been stretching myself thin lately, trying to fill in since the position was vacated. If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? Something about that, about being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500 ticket plush dolls down someone's throat.
Oh, such a shame.
Poor dear, he wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson or no, I've got no patience for such nonsense. I'm sorry, the last person to work at your desk was your grandson? Hello? Anyway, Gavin should be here, should be by soon. He'll handle paperwork and all that administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking's tired me out some. I'll be at the back office if you need me. Ah, there I am. Look at me go. Waiting to hand out prizes. Okay, then. Alright, so if I adjusted my seating to the semi-comfortable stool and leaning... hold on, see if I can get this. No. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. Sitting on the semi-comfortable stool, leaning against the desk beneath, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. Just, yeah. Recliner. Ugh, okay. I could have lost hope then and there that there was a job that would be slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher, but chose to look on the positive side. I'd be helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? Any minute now. Oh no. He's so blonde. I'm so unused to this. I'm gonna wet myself up and Nicole reclines back like that again, and the chair collapses. This chair has definitely served me really well in the last couple of years, so no worries. I crave this. Oh fuck. I crave the sweet embrace of death. I've been sitting here for almost 2 hours now, and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty Funplex shot glass or a colored pencil set. There's no you. Colored pencil set or a light up yo-yo. Lunchtime's approaching, and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Ooh, thankfully my first customer of the day arrives before I start wondering if one of those 500 ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat. Or maybe not? Nope, just walking in front of me. His head buried in reading some sort of spreadsheet off of his tablet. Is he here to play? Doesn't seem like the typical businessman on a break, or unwashed or unemployed game aficionado. In fact, he seems... damn, he's kind of hard. Kind of my guy. He is a snappy dresser. Seems to be a cool dude. Most guys I know are content to toss on a t-shirt and jeans. Not this guy. Even in an arcade, he's as sharp like a linoleum knife. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's quite the sharp dresser, but yeah, some good stuff. Honestly, some good stuff. In fact, that rather pointed look he's offering to me after doubling back his rather linoleum knifey too. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine? Pleased to meet you. Hello, I'm Colston Reed, your new hire. I'm looking forward to working with you. He relaxes somewhat, hearing that. Somewhat.
Good to hear.
It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She's got gutso for an octogenarian and loves working the floor, but sitting here all day handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. So she explained the job to you, gave you the papers to sign. She said Gavin would handle that stuff.
That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper.
Oh. Hello,
I'm
Gavin.
the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes.
Right. So, as you've no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging tickets for prizes. But that's the least part of your job. There's more to it than that. You're the floor attendant. You attend the floor. What? The carpets?
Seriously?
The floor. The arcade, the games, the patrons. You're the one running and you're the one running around and putting out fires and sorting out problems. Technically, you're our second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later, but we need two. One to roam, one to operate the desk. I do it myself, but I'm typically busy back in the back office, making sure the whole thing doesn't fall into bankruptcy. That's why Francine loved filling in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. I'm not a people person, as you've likely gathered. That's not to say you're alone out here. I'm in your corner. I'm in your corner at least. If things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone? Of course. Gavin quickly passed me his business card. He apparently has a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Go figure. His phone number is listed at the bottom. You ever worked a high-pressure customer service job before? Yes! Shoe sales. Smelly socks? You have no idea. Right. Well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope. But anything goes sideways, you text me. I'm not around, you text Ashley or Naomi, in that order. Who and who? You'll meet them soon enough.
I think not.
Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Comprendo? Relax, I got this. Stress feeds me, makes me strong. This is my first pony ride. You can rely on me. But 911 for huge emergencies, right? I haven't read the chat in a while. Sorry. Because America. Yeah, it's America, so they don't believe the letter U. I missed something making some PB&J for that. I missed something making some PB&J for that comment. Right mouse click. Takes text boxes off. Oh, okay. Neat. Thank you very much. Ooh, the banner in the dead center is in his forehead, friendo. Okay. I think it being on the bottom wouldn't be bad. I think there was a... Oh! I'm looking at the banner over here. I don't think there would be a lot of 4-row amounts if we needed to move. You know what? I'm going to move that. Oh! Whoop! Down here. Yeah. There. And then that. You know, I'm just going to do this first and enlarge it. I'm going to lengthen it. Like lengthen it. And then I'm going to shrink it. Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. Sorry, I actually didn't realize that the banner was like straight in the middle of his forehead. I am so sorry. I didn't even freaking realize that. Enlarge it, lengthen it. Ah, yeah. Okay, we're looking at that time. If this is my first... Let's play it if I was in this game. If I was in this game and I just come in from my current word. I eat stress and crap solutions. Don't worry. I can manage the floor while you manage the business just fine.
Doubtful.
That remains to be seen. The last guy sitting on that stool was a slacker and an idiot. And even though he was family, Francine dropped him like a bad habit.
If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimmingly.
Alright.
I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please, don't add to my problems.
Magical art of what now? Gavin sighs again, a stress release gesture. But his expression softens somewhat afterwards.
I take it Francine told you her theory. That this is more than just a job. More than just an arcade.
That's my understanding.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm curt, then that's because optimization is a factor of my job. Everybody working here wants to work here. This is where they belong, for one reason or another. Me, I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically. The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that they can also find happiness in their lives. Everybody in this business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting crushed by hard reality. My job is to see to it that never happens. That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business. So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, or you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy to sit there burned out hard. Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits?
I hope so. To be honest, I'm still sorting out why I'm here, what my dream is. But I'm not here to step on anyone else's dreams in the process. I'm here to do my best at supporting everyone. Good to hear. Oh yeah, I got a +1 point for him. I'd say we share similar views then. It'll be a pleasure to work with someone who's actually enthusiastic and competent. And hopefully, this hive of weirdness will help you find your dreams along the way. Oh shit. Hi Donna. Hello, welcome. So actually, Donna, I've actually been streaming a little bit longer than that. I've been actually streaming since from 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, because I played the rest of Super Metroid. I finished it, so yeah. And then I immediately went into arcade. I immediately went into Arcade Spirits, and then earlier, Wayward said, "You gotta change the title. You gotta change the game. What are you doing with your life?" And I'm like, fine, give me a second. And so I stopped the stream, renamed everything, and restarted the stream, and then it became an arcade stream. So, yeah. All right. Anyways, I need to prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until you've crossed the I's and dotted the T's. But since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather I stick around? That would be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyways, it'd help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi likely could use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Wait, someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else here. Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's through that door, the one next to the UFO catcher. UFO catcher. I saw that a second ago. I think it's this way. The crane game, to use as layman's terms. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads in the back, presumably to the office to go crunch some numbers. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully she's going to crunch quietly. My first coworker ended up slightly less cool of a guy than I thought he'd be. He's not a jerk, definitely. I get where he's coming from. Plus, I've known many blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them for jerks, especially at first glance. I figure I can give this guy an honest chance. Anyway, I should go meet my next coworker, this Naomi, that he mentioned. Although, I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. A double door, also marked employees only, also with an apostrophe, leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. I turn the handle and step inside. Hey, this looks cool. I like that. That's really neat. I wonder whose actual workbench that is. It's funny how like most of like the arcade has like a little penguin. So that's really neat. Still got a lot of chapter 1 to go. In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi, spoken only in myth and legend. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like old tube-style monitor. Huh, I didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy smoldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metals fills the airs with a poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me? For lack of a better way to interrupt her, I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense.
Ah! Oh. Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
She said with no apostrophe.
Are you lost? Do you need something?
I'm Colston Reed. I'm the new floor attendant, starting today.
Oh! Hi. I didn't realize Francine already found someone. I guess I forgot to check my text. Oh, whoops.
Whoops. I'm sorry, but like having the whoops already, like in a character. She spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench, where a huge stack of green notification messages lie in wait. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. Yes. No. And the room's right at the heart of the building, but totally isolated. With the heavy doors closed behind me, I can barely hear the arcade. Considering how completely and utterly dedicated she was to that monitor, not even noticing me, I guess that's also why. But what I first notice is her smile. Even when squinting to see the tiny components on that circuit board, even when laser focused, she was still smiling happily.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex's techie. Hi! Pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now.
He's busy doing strange things with numbers.
Yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time.
This monitor? Really? What happened last time?
Oh, well, I dropped it.
Oh, right. She helps me lift the large cathode ray tube, sliding the heavy metal framework into place with the exposed guts of a nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking the wires back up to the other wires. Yeah, I read that right. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards in that largely hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've seen inside one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple large slabs of circuits, and that beefy monitor. I'll admit, I don't know much about anything about how arcades tick. I figured it was just packed full of circuits and things. Naomi keeps working, using a pocket multimeter to check the various connections as she speaks. It could be packed and tighter, like a bar top or a cocktail cab. I'd say its uprights favor form over functionality. I mean, Compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you play sitting down, but I prefer the American style. Ours have more room for art. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on the key ring at her side, and then steps back to admire her handiwork. Apparently, the background artist was big on penguins, so they wrote them into the story. There's genuine joy in that smile. Not just a job well done, but just looking at the whole thing like it's a fine sculpture.
So beautiful.
Oh, I love the classic Midway style. Look at these sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold font of the marquee, the basil. I want to say bevel, but it's not. It's a basil artwork. The what on the what artwork? The strip across the top with the game title. That's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the basil. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is, working in harmony to give this game its own unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well, a weird bunch of looking boxes in a row looks ugly. Fuck off with that. The way she stares lovingly at this. Well, honestly, this box of wood and circus and vacuum tubes and stuff, I think I can understand. It was made to be one whole thing. The art, the style, and of course the game itself. All of it part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. If you run it in an emulator or a game console instead, it's just made lesser. Yeah, I guess I could see it. It's beautiful in its own way. Yay, I get a point for Naomi. Oh, good. Naomi lights up with joy like a pinball machine, all twinkly and shiny.
Woohoo!
Finally! So few people really understand the beauty of a classic arcade game. Having someone I could talk to about this stuff is going to be great. Especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers. Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, well, don't get me wrong. I can get along with him. Generally. But with his whole attitude just, ugh.
Ugh.
I mean, all he really cares about is money. He keeps the arcade running, yeah, but I just know if he had his way, he'd gut the whole place. If anyone's gonna ruin the Funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. His name is Gavin, not Mark. That doesn't sound right. He seems easy enough to get along with. And what's more, Gavin gave me the whole speech about protecting their dreams. This looks like a pretty sore point here. A long-standing argument with the new guy really shouldn't get involved with. Yep, I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin, so I'm not sure I should prod at it, but I kind of want to. Don't rock the boat. Don't rock the boat. Don't do it on your first day. Let them talk. So, what's there to do that's fun around here?
What?
Play games? It's a funplex. It's literally a plex of fun. Right. I knew that. Sorry. I always ask Oswald non-questions when I'm... No. I should apologize. You just started here, and I'm dumping workplace gossip on you. That's mean of me. I try to stay cheerful, really, no matter what. But try and succeed are different words. Anyway, don't worry about it. Gavin's my problem, not yours. Right, let's get back to work, shall we? Now, for the less fun part. You seem a strong, strapping kind of guy. Well, A strong guy, at least. Well, you're a guy. It's enough. I'm I'm semi-insulted then? Okay, let's get to it. Right, a little to the left now. My left, you're right. Careful! Now forward. Right, correct. I mean, no, not turn the right. Keep coming. Keep it coming. And there, carefully. Tip it into place. Victory! I gently ease the rolling dolly forward, a giant wooden box sliding into place alongside its neighbors. The two wheelie dolly makes it easier, but hardly easy, especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched, or worse, falling over. But with the work done, she's all smiles again.
Yeah.
Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear, I've been working with that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as heck, but I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback. But oh, thanks for helping me out, Colston. I think you're gonna do great here. Happy to. All right, stomach growling, food required. Except I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I forgot to pack a lunch.
You have pizza on a bagel.
Pizza bagels. Shh. Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but oh no, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's a cheapo wub sub, eat free sandwich place, but even if that stuff is super tasty, you don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Hey, I know, wait right here. And she's off, scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back, scurrying from her hidey hole. Lunch time! Here you go. She pressed a box lunch into my hands. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom, who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts. Healthy things. Wait, you're giving me your lunch? Sure, why not? And yet when I first walked in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. What'll you have for lunch then? Oh, I can get some nachos from the vending machine or go hit the whole story next door. I got a book delivery to pick up anyway. But you said eating healthy was important. See you after lunch. I'm getting like Nicole vibes from Naomi. A little bit. I like Naomi. I really do. I skipped that last one. There we go. I can't help but to think she was just looking for an excuse to go get some junk food instead. Haha. I'd say Naomi definitely fits in with Francine's ideals for this arcade. She's got a love for these games, and it shows. Ash, I called it! Really? And giving me her lunch? Me? A total stranger? That's a kindness I don't know if I deserve. But I appreciate it all the same. So, a bento box. Oh my god. So you guys thought that I would take a liking towards Naomi? Because I kind of figured this too. What? Oh, you haven't seen the worst of it. This is its natural part, so it's really bad. Like, look at this shit. Like look how big, look how long that goes, right? I actually have to put it the other way. So if I wanted to go this way, look at this fucking thing. Look how big. Yeah, I do look like a scene kid. If I really wanted to, I can just, pull it all down, and it's like right in front of my face. Ugh, now it's all on my face now. Great. Where's my part? There it is. Like, I'm actually going back to my natural part of what my hair actually is. So, like, ugh. Yeet! Apparently your next available date is when I'm in this when I'm on the island, so I'll have to wait for the following week. So because I actually called on my day off last week, and I believe Rainey, who I spoke to, said that your next available date was literally like when I was over in Victoria, but they did suggest like, hey, the next person you can do is next week, and I go, oh, is Ash available? And then proceeding that, so gotta wait a while. That COVID life, dude's been that COVID life for like fucking ever. Ash actually remembers probably the last time I went and had a haircut, and that was probably November, possibly. Yeah, I've taken to just doing French braids. Honestly, like if I let the back grow a little bit further, I might actually just try to pull my hair into a ponytail. I'm not even kidding. So, a bento box. I've only seen these in anime. It's cute and hopefully has plenty of calories too. Armed with a box of health food, I retire to the employee lounge to get my munch on. The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, but a few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my loaned lunch. Press F in the chat, fellas. Hello? Just... Hello? Well, it was a good run. Death by Floofy Monster was definitely not something I considered in the thousands of ways I picture my own death. Honestly, I thought I'd pass along doing something I love. Alas, may the Reaper take me swiftly and painlessly. I actually said this aloud. Take me, sweet death flamingo. Death incarnate? Rude. This floofy monster has feelings too. Wait, you're not my doom? Oh, hey, you're human. That's an improvement, I think.
Hey, so I'm sorry if I traumatized you. Really? Can we start over maybe?
Alright. Although, I could just be muscle spasms from this improvement.
I'm Ashley.
Oh, you're Ashley. And I'm Colston.
I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret identity.
Please let me ask, what about the F? Why is there an F and not a P? What the Funplex about now? This is almost too much for me to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scale cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far.
Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph?
I could. Me? No.
Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade. Pinky is the mascot of the Funplex after all.
Really? When's the last time did an arcade actually have a Never mind. I answered my own question. Never mind. Let's move on. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. You need to be nice with Ashley. Okay, I will, Donna. Heesh. That's not what I meant. I mean, I work here.
You work here? Since when?
Today. This morning, to be specific.
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplex.
She's whimsical.
Hmm.
I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more.
Let's see.
You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding up on the employees, only at the door. She has an apostrophe. But how did you get the door code? Of course, you would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that 4-digit number that had to be the intel you needed. Next, you needed to lie in wait to the opportune moment to punch in that secret key code just to find me. And it keeps going and going and going. She's definitely passionate about this fictional scenario. Ashley's got quite the imagination. All right. Is that how I come across to people? As a creepy trespasser? Honestly, I'm gonna do this top one because, like, honestly, with her being so chipper, I don't think I want to stomp on her parade. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get some water because I'm thirsty as fuck. Let's get back to our fancy... Yeah! Sorry, I just love that. It swipes in now. It's very fun. Okay, so I'll just be right back for a quick sec. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of water. I'll be right back. We're back. I honestly just found how to do transitions and I'm just an idiot for not incorporating them later. So, yeah. So welcome back. Alright, so she's definitely passionate about this fictional scenario. The way she just takes an idea and runs with it, a lot of people might find that weird, but I kind of dig it, which honestly I kind of do because I do the same fucking thing. Let's see, does spacebar advance? Oh, it sure fucking does! Shows a lot of imagination. I wonder if she's a writer or something. Wayward writer. And how would he have snuck out, I wonder? I could have helped, but for a price. I actually finally realizes she's been babbling to herself for a good couple of minutes. Oops. Sometimes I get swept up in a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to make this job more interesting. Is it really that dull in here? Oop. I'm eating an orange because citrus. A quick little orange. Sorry, I'm peeling an orange as fast as I can. It's a tiny little mandarin. It's so cute, I gotta gobble it up in one bite. Just you wait. But Colston, that's not enjoying the orange. Well, sometimes this maw of justice needs to eat crime. And you're crime. And I'm just ice. Justice. Oh, that's some good orange. No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement. Crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children, and broken machines. You aren't really painting the best picture here. Jeez, I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got lots of things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplay to make. Cosplay? As we switch topics, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles. Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite video game or TV character. I love it. I love cosplayers. I cosplayed myself back in my day. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what character you are. Truly, actually it is empowering. Really. What's a Brazilian pastel restaurant? Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few beats. Yes! Definitely! You want to try? Got a favorite game character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley is pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell what her... tell with her hands as feathers. So... rectangular pastries, street food, sweet or savory versions. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if I don't know, I got this like weird, stupid stigma about like street food, but like, I don't know. So, Pinky is your creation. Intentionally? Yep, it looks good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. If you were going for terrifying, then yes. I don't know heads from tails, but I can appreciate it. Honestly, I'd stitch my hands together if I tried that, because I definitely would. Because I'd probably have the hands ready to go and then start stitching something and realize something was on top of something else and would have stitched it together. So like, I totally would have do this one. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Literally, if I get enough thread running between them. I'm pretty impressed though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of games. Clearly, you're digging on craftsmanship of costumes. Aw, thanks. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I wear it around the Funplex to liven up the crowds. Get people... Excuse me, I am so sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. I wear it around the Funplex to liven up the crowds, get people pumped to play some games, and the kids seem to adore it. That makes sense. Although, the arcade has been completely dead so far. No crowds to pump or kids to be adored by. Hey, secret between you and me? Ashley motions to come closer. Oops, let me just clean up some of this orange rind. There, so I can lean in closer and talk really sweetly to you guys. Ashley motions for me to come closer. She leans in, glances around the room, and then talks in a hushed tone. I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm, and I was going to give her the old test drive to make sure it didn't fall off. Huh. limbs falling off seems bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday I was dancing with a little girl, must have been like 5, 6 years max. Anyway, we were next to Showtime's stage when she tugged on my arm and whoosh! Off came the arm. The girl instantly started bawling. Well, at least you were consistently scaring people, and that's not just me.
No.
Hey now. I just don't want that to happen again. It felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement? I guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I tend to the floor. The floor is the thing I am attending to when I'm not into cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper that I do have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud. I assume you've already met Francine, but have you had a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet? Yeah, I met them already. Although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other. Right? Ashley rolls her eyes and let out a sigh. I wish you would hurry up and make out already. Yeah. Wait, what? No, serious. So are they going out? No. But they always bicker like an old married couple. It's a classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words, Colston. Consider them marked. Beep 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 beep, Colston. What's that sound? Drat, I set an alarm for my lunch break when my lunch break was over. Time to go back to the grindstone. And I didn't even get a chance to eat.
No.
That's no good. Colston needs his calories. I swear, I've really never met a person who said Colston needs his calories. But like, when people actually do care about my food, it's a little worrisome. Because like, I'm not even kidding. For my birthday, the Darien Player Squad actually... the Dairies Player Squad, but everyone kind of pitched in and gave me a gift card to Boston Pizza because it's like, we know we didn't want to get you something that you knew it would have passed off eventually, but we wanted something that you really would have appreciated, so they got me a gift card for food, knowing that I would love it because I do enjoy free food from time to time. So they're like on on the fucking dot about that. You eat up. I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor for a bit. Fair enough. Thanks. Ashley winks before her face disappears into the dark recess of that inhuman mask. As I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart, wow. It occurs to me I didn't actually ponder my first impressions with Ashley yet. Let's see. Ashley's a total cutie and all aboard the Pinky train. Choo choo. I'm sorry. I do love cosplayers, that is true. She's pretty amazing. I like her enthusiasm about her art. Ashley's got a lot going in her head of hers. I just don't understand it all. I like the way Ashley's whole expression changes when she talks about things she's passionate about and just warms up my heart. Her beaming energy just lights up the whole room, which is an honest response. Like almost a very true response if I was actually meeting Ashley personally, so it's a little weird, but okay. I wonder if one day I'll be that excited about something. Anyway, with the lunch in my belly and break time complete, the second half of my workday began. Rolling into the afternoon, a crowd starts to fill out. School's done. Late rising pros are headed out to the arcades of their choice. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor looking for problems or potential problems, or just making sure everything's a-okay. But for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my coworkers. Good first impressions at any rate. Cooperation's going to be a must. I've had awful coworkers before, and they can really drag down your day. Hang on, no time for daydreaming. I think I spot, let's see, 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get to all of them, but which do I tackle first? Let's take the difficult one first. My mutant floor attendant senses detect danger from the left-hand side of the arcade. I quickly rush all of 30 feet to the scene of the crime, already in progress. Angry rando. Ugh! Come on! Fucking ATK attack. Hurry the fuck up and finish your game. Do you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier. Oh, come on. Yeah. Note to self, ask Gavin for a name tag or something. Yes, I'm Colston, floor attendant. Well, stop attending to the carpets and attend to me. I want this fucking game to wrap up his damn game so I can play. Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume's mask, but I can feel her wince at the man's curses up a blue streak. Sir, there is children present. Please keep the swearing to a minimum. You kick that fast piece of shit off this game and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want. Figuring I ought to hear the fat piece of shit side of the story before rushing to judgment, I tap the player on the shoulder. And doesn't even notice my tapping. Funny enough, this guy looks like someone from Dream Daddy. And he doesn't even notice my tapping. So I tap again. Twice. Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Mopey's Magic Maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up the game's marquee, thank you, Naomi, which simply reads, Moopy. You know the game's full name? He's a fan. Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and pellets and monsters and stuff? Yeah! A bit terse, as his laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently sitting at, wow! That's cool. Alright, good job, buddy. That's a high score. Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. Or, as this other guy would probably put it, holy shit, that's a shit high score. Excuse me? Right. Sir, can you please wrap up your game? Nope. I'm keeping a good pace here. Plenty of lives stocked, on par for getting close to the world record here before the kill screen. Somehow, the trick arcade jargon sounds classier when dapped in his British accent, like I'm watching some documentary program on BBC. Yeah, but this is a public arcade. Other folks want to play the games too. He finishes clearing the current board while pondering the predicament. Okay. At least he's stepping away to end his game, but he's letting the stock of extra 50 dudes slowly deplete. And he pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out $300 in cash and holds it out. Will this cover it? For a moment, I flash to the movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife and they roll around a bed covered in money and, cover what exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. I've never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even in 20s. Dude, Rollins and Benjamins. One moment, please. Fortunately, Iris already has my messenger app open for me with Gavin's contact info preloaded. With trembling fingers, I key in. Customer wants to buy Moopy for $3K. What do? In less than a minute, I have my response. Considering we paid $200 for it, plus parts, yes, absolutely yes. Sell that relic immediately. Well, okay then. Although, how's Naomi's going to react to this? Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit? It also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of grasp on the real costs of old arcade machines. I'm sorry, I'm in disbelief at this moment. I knew all this workplace drama was going to catch up to me at some point, but with this rando breathing down my neck, I gotta make a decision. Oh shit. Sir, this is a parkade. Also, I went to my local EB Games today to put some more PSN credit to pay off some more of my Cyberpunk pre-order, and they offered me an expression of interest on the PS5. So hell yeah, when they finally go pre-order on, I'll be aiming at First Contact. Oh yeah, PS4 is going to be around for a nice long while, but like I said, I figured I might as well do the downloading and transferring now while I had the money and drive to do so, which is why I'm also not streaming till I finish doing all the games and transfers and downloads, so I don't get distracted halfway through. Honestly, fair. That's a very, very fair look at it, buddy. Oh wait, I've looked at it so much less. Huh. The game was $200, but I'm not sure we should sell. It's an older game, and actually it only cost us about $200, but, well, it's a part of the arcade, sir. I expect this apparent gazillionaire to protest, but at not getting his way. But he's smiling. You're right. This is Mr. Moopy's home, after all. Let's compromise. I'll pay you $1,000 American and own the game, but you keep it here. And in return, I get to play as long as I want, provided no one's already playing. That way, I can keep chasing the score, but your arcade stays whole. I'd hate to break up a loving family. And Naomi will be relieved to hear that. Even if Gavin may flay me for passing up $2,000. Good! I'd hate to make Naomi cry. How could I live with myself? Which leaves the rando hopping mad. To be fair, we had been kind of ignoring that he exists. What the fuck, man? What kind of arcade is this anyways? Fuck this! I'm going to Deco's Palace! And we just lost a customer. Stomping his way out the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove a rando out into the cold.
What a disagreeable fellow.
As for the player, well, he goes right back to playing. Eating pellets, zapping ghost monsters, clearing mazes. With the crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this gonzo rich guy actually is. Sorry, my mind, like my eyes immediately went to, oomph, digging that dad bod. Like, seriously, I can't fucking say that to people. I say that in here, not there. You're only thinking it. It's okay. Be free to think it. Oh, I do. It's all internal, we swear. You know you wanna. Honestly, he looks really cuddly, so like, quite honestly, probably would be down for a good cuddle. And honestly, at the end of the day, who doesn't need a good fucking cuddle? Like, come on. He seems to care more about his game. Taken from someone wallowing around in the lower tax brackets, the rich can do whatever they want, whenever they want. And yep, that's not what this guy did. He could have, but he let us keep the game. He wanted... Coward! I could go for a cuddle right now. Me too. And yet, that's not what he did. He could have, but he just let us keep the game, and he wanted to play. That's all. And why? Because of Naomi? Because of the Funplex? It's a home and a family for the games and for us. Maybe it's for the best I sent that rando out the door in favor for this guy. So you know Naomi? He's happy to talk even while playing.
I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy.
What's your last name?
I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant. I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier.
That's me, Colson Reed, Arcade Wrangler.
Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
So, you seriously just been playing Mopey all day, huh?
What can I say? It's my calling. I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once. Had it in my flat. But playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere.
The beeps and boops?
No, those you eventually learn to filter out. I mean, everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in real world conditions. It's all about the emotions, the laughter and the tears, the excitement of competition. I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest.
Naomi gets that. She keeps Mopey in top condition for the day I eventually land my high score. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy has been standing here since I was working the morning shift, hours and hours, and he's still only about 720k into his game. I can't imagine him being in anything but top health condition to try this. The guy's gotta have legs made out of carbon fiber and a bladder made of tungsten. Just a few extra lives. I just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to go pee. Also, he may be a psychic. I feel like I should just let him get back to his game, but burning questions, they burn like fire. If you don't mind me commenting on that, that's a lot of money to just have on your person. May I ask what you do for a living? This and that. He doesn't really seem to care about his work. Not in a guarded way, it's just less interesting than his current maze. Maybe he's actually the head of an international diamond smuggling rig that hide the stones inside the arcade games. Day trading. Huh? Day trading. Stocks and bonds. Anyone can do it if they have the head for numbers. It's really nothing important. Or maybe he's a day trader.
Don't think so.
I don't feel people are defined by their work. I know the arcade is home to those who've made their passion into their work, but it's the passion that matters more. I've my passions the same as anyone. I look forward to learning yours as well. When I'm not deep in the middle of a game, I mean. He's hitting more and more He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave him be. I have to do a thing about a thing. Seen you, Mr. Reed. And yet, weird encounter on a string of weird encounters. By the end, he sounded more like the high-scored junkies you hear about in documentaries. Obsessed, driven, kind of strange. But that's not the impression I had on him from the beginning. He smiled and when talking about not splitting up the arcade. There's something more going on here. But, well, he's a Funpex regular. Oh, I'm out of water again. There'll be plenty of time to learn more later. I got work to do. Right now I'm kind of opening up a Peace Tea Fizz. I just tried it recently. It's like a lemony kind of flavor. It's like adding carbonation to your iced tea. It's a very weird sensation. So I bought a flat of it. He wants your passion, he wants your revenge. You and him could have a bad romance. Is that actually bad, though? It wouldn't be a bad romance. It'd be a dad romance. Whoa, 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 whoa. Caught in a dad romance. Whoa, 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 whoa. Caught in a dad romance. Mow, mow, mow that lawn. Row, row, row that boat. Mow, mow, mow that lawn. A dad romance. On a Saturday in the yard, I got a steak and I got a steak and I've got the yard singing about a dad romance. Whew. Okay, no, it's lost steam because I'm laughing too hard about it. Okay, serious. The more I watch you DPSers, the more I'm convinced we could be friends. Aw, that's really sweet of you, Paul. I normally go for the pomegranate tea lemonade drinks. Ooh, I've had that, my baby. Or meta baby. That's actually the pomegranate tea. I've actually have like the longer ones, like the normal guys, and like those are pretty good. I haven't been around long. Is this normal? Kind of what I'm like. This is actually kind of what I'm like all the time. Or just, I don't know. Really, I just honestly enjoy being fun and fancy. Honestly, there you go. The whole channel is pretty notorious for breaking into song. I've only seen your Metroid anchor. All right, okay, it's just wait. Which one's this one? Oh, it's dad romance. Thanks, James. I appreciate that. Now I'm going to show that to my friends at work tomorrow. I'll be like, look what's happened last night. To be honest, like, with, like, that Metroid rage, okay. To be fair, okay, to be honestly fair, I need to show you. So, originally, when I was playing on my Switch for Metroid, right? This is my thumb, right? That's what happens. There it is. That's what happens when I put my thumb on the controllers here. So, it's very hard for me to actually control it by up, down, and left and right with just my thumb if I'm trying to roll it around. It's the same thing with these buttons over here. If my thumb completely goes over the Joy-Cons, right? So that's originally what I was playing. I just like hooked off the Joy-Cons, and with that, with the provided like controller that you can use for it. And then recently, when I came back from the island, when I purchased my car, I actually bought a Pro controller. So now that my thumbs can actually fit properly on a controller, and I can actually roll it around fairly well. Very yay for finding you all. Just because I actually lulled. I hate those, to be honest. I love my Pro controller so much. Honestly, like my friend, actually Jamil Deddard, that you occasionally see. I think he was here earlier this afternoon or earlier this evening. He came by and he was recommending that like both him and I have got like bear claws. So like, you know, he's like, get a Pro controller. It's gonna save your life. It's a bit pricey, but get it. And fuck yeah, it was fucking pricey, but it's really saved me for it. I gotta really try it with like some of the other games though that requires a D-pad, so I might actually start playing a little bit more of like classic games and go from there. So see if my Pro controller really gets worked in. I haven't played Animal Crossing on it yet, so it's not fully brought in yet. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to the game. Blah 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 blah. Let's see what's next to handle on. Let's go a loud crowd around Showtime stage. In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my shift was completely in utter solitude. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade, but that's quite the crowd that's assembling. This has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in a case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way and pave my own path of safety. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. It's an auditory flashback right back to 1989. I can't help it to nod my head to the beat. A pulsating mass of people have surrounded around Showtime stage, cheering on the current player. The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. The Showtime stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the colored spotlights to check dance pose and accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever, Colston? I've had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. Colson, I took the liberty of rewriting that hook for you and then recorded your cover. Mow that lawn, mow that lawn, car, watch the car, or you get grounded. Hey, that's really good, Paul. Fuck yeah. That's fucking good. I like that. Mow that lawn, mow that lawn, car, watch the car, or you get grounded. That's really good. That's really good. Good. I like that. I like that a lot. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning up against the back wall. Does that say T-Crew? Did you see that? Did you see that, Tio? I got my first AA on Stop the Beat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I did. You're doing great. They look... Okay. They kind of look familiar to some people that I know. Remembering that last month you couldn't even pass that song? Totes impressive. I'm gonna keep practicing, and one day, maybe even surpass you. Hey, I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play. Ah, yes. T-Crew. As the next song starts, my eyes shift from their conversation to observe the gyrations and intricate limb movements coming from Showtime stage. I feel my head bobbing and foot tapping. Hey, it's a really catchy song. Can you blame me? I'm really getting into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Care to dance?
How about you? Want to take the spotlight? Just, yeah. Yeah. It's got a nice smile. It's got a wink. It says dance. He's a dancy boy. Sure, I can learn as I go. Let's dance. Back when I was stomping around on dance mat games as a kid, they had arrows. I'm not sure I even know how to play this one, but it's caught my curiosity. From the previous observed conversation, this guy seems to know the ins and outs of the weird dancing games and is keen to teach. Before I commit to getting down with my bad self, I think I should know a little bit more. About exactly what that entails. Plus, I'm used to playing these games solo, less chance of stomping on someone else's foot that way. 'Tis a valid point. However, how could you resist to ask a guy such as yourself? You caught my eye the moment you walked over.
Wait. You're new here, right?
Yes,
My
very.
name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo.
Teo's the best. Greatest guy here. The greatest guy you know. He's sort of like our leader, yeah?
Please, I'm nothing really.
He looks directly into my eyes.
Nothing as special as you.
Oh. Oh.
I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close. I think you'd be a perfect addition to our gang.
That's nice. I am a part of of a very good group of people called quite honestly the Squat Squad. We squat and we throw peace signs. Squat Squad. Squat Squad. And to see the Teo route, he's the last Annie route I haven't seen yet. Oh yeah, you totally did QB and Ashley. Teo's route is very good.
So, what do you say? Play our silly dancing game?
I do enjoy dancing games. Teo outstretches his arm from his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. Nicole just sent me a picture of her taking a photo of me on stream. I'm immediately looking for her on the list here on the chat bot, and I can't see her. So, yeah, let's go for it. I couldn't care less that I'm supposed to be. Ah, shit. She's here. She's somewhere, but I don't know where. As a kid, I remember stomping around on dance mats. Why not try 2020's hottest dance game, even if technically I don't know how to play it yet? Without a thought, I take his hand. Let's do this! As I'm about to step on the stage, an enormous shiver crawls down my spine. I glance over and spot Ashley standing behind the ticket counter. I know I can't see her face behind the mask, but I can totally sense her glaring daggers my way. It's creeping me out. On second thought, I'm actually supposed to be working right now. I'm the new floor attendant, Colston. Really? I haven't even seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? It was actually a pretty good Showtime stage. Now that I think about it. He's out. I'm in. It's currently year 0 of floor attendant Colston regime.
Hello there.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, Colston. I hope we get to know each other well. Indeed. For someone that loves Showtime's stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True. Most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around to make sure everyone else is happy and having a blast. But what about you and your feelings? My happiness comes from making other people happy. My happiness that's all I need in life. Which is all well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd. How do I best handle it? Does the fictional part matter much? Nah, it's not clearly as funny. Thanks. Want to film a workplace safety video? Good. We can start by getting to know workplace safety together. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you gotta break up the band. Unless you want to film one of those retro 1969 public service announcement videos where someone loses a leg dancing off the stage into the crowd. Oh yeah. Guess we're kind of overdoing it a little. Shaking hands with danger. Hey, when the heat is on and the lights are shining, these things happen. I'll take care of it. Luckily, the song was being played just finished. Theo jumps up on the stage and cups his hands over his mouth. Hey, listen! We need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear. Aw, man, but why? I like my spot. Hey now, you know the deal. We all have to be cool about fire safety. It's Colston's first day, so let's show him some respect. I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Great. Now I'm going to be known as the party pooper. I guess I had worse reputations in my lifetime. Like that one time I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one wants to talk to me for a week. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Colston's just doing his job. Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself in a semi-orderly fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Theo jumps down and comes back to me. Better? I nod, genuinely impressed at how Theo can improve his community's attention. They listen to him, and they have the utmost respect for him. Yeah, actually, much better.
Didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know. Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time.
As long as that dancing is within the law, carry on. Officer Coulson has spoken. I start to walk away ready for my next venture when I remember something I should do. I turn back to Theo. Hey, thanks.
No problem.
Well, I feel nice and accomplished. I was able to uphold the safety of the arcade and make a new friend. I'd say that's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's got to be impressed, right? With that business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime stage. Let's see what to handle next. Someone cursing up a storm at the Fist of Discomfort. There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade where Fist of Discomfort is being played. I remember Iris telling me all about that earlier today while I was bored to death at the ticket desk. Fist of Discomfort, or FOD, or King of Fighter for short, is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. One year, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home the record $5 million prize pot. That's a lot of moolah. And how? Okay, so how does it work? It's a hybrid of real-time strategy and button mashing brawling. Wait, what? Fight your way down the top and bottom lines, clearing waves of ninjas to totally topple the enemy dojo. But that's just the action part. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchase items, and ninja summons. It's League, but with Street Fighter. Don't you dare compare it to League. Nothing's worse than League. FOD is sheer elegance and simplicity. The way the different game systems interweave to form one masterpiece of esports perfection. So, summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo. I'd say Bowling Down, a rich game of action and strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay. All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these words are that...
What the
That's really good artwork. That's actually really, really cool pixel work, actually. It's really good. No, these are definitely all words my mother would disapprove of. You've got to be fucking kidding. You've got to be fucking me. You've got to be... There's no fucking way that's even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even fucking connect. Fuck this game. Fuck it all night long. Haha. Rando Calrissian. Rando Calrissian. That's really good. I really like that wordplay. Which one is this one? Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's the cutest rando too. Honestly, yeah, pretty good. I like it. Haha, get wrecked. Oh, this is far from over, scrub. I saved up a little something extra for you. I've been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for hard. Oh, hey, did I forget to mention that I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll from my dojo? Whoops, my bee. Wait, what? You haven't been farming? How could EXP share techniques with creep waves? Take this! 5-fold fucking explosive death claw technique? What? How could you defeat me? No! That's so funny. That entire thing right there was... That was good.
Oh, GG. No one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
I like her aesthetic of being a queen bee. I actually really appreciate that. I really like her skirt and shirt and coat combo with gloves. Good job on that. Good job on that, guys. My dry eyes painfully blinking makes me realize I've been standing here watching intently during that whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but that didn't matter. I was completely sucked in. Couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face.
Kid, what are you staring at? Never seen a champion of my caliber before?
All right. Oh, she's even got a honeycomb heart necklace. That's actually really cute. I like that. Oh, seeing as I don't even know how to begin to start even consider how to respond to her question, I opt to take a moment to collect my thoughts. From what I somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. That jacket she's wearing identifies her as a member of the L7 Gaming, an arcade esports team. And she's most direct, fierce person I've met all day. That's saying a lot, considering who I've run into so far. Yeah, I saw that too, and I was just like, uh-huh. Okay. I'm getting a lot of Ash vibes from this. No offense, Ash. With that level of excitement always gushing out, I can only imagine how much enjoyment she gets out of life. What can I say? People love winning, and when it seems like she wins a lot, at least between bursts of... What did Iris call it? Saltiness?
Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet like. It's creepy.
She snaps her fingers to grab
So,
my attention.
You gonna f***ing quarter up or not? Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7?
From what I've seen, I know I couldn't best a scrub, let alone a professionally competitive player of this game. It's just true. It's no offense, it's true. She gives off a lot of Ash vibes. Why do you think James all in QB? QB? That's a little bit true. Let alone professionally competitive player of this game. Nope. No thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'm working.
You work here?
Yes, this one. I enforce arcade law with this noble funplex. You bet. In fact, I was just hired earlier. I'm the new floor attendant. If the game eats your quarter, come to me. Wait, you're serious? All right then. Welcome aboard this runaway train.
I haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are?
I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her. I'm Colston. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. It might take them time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where name tags are forged in a vast clay oven. Nah, Gavin's slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Thanks? No problem. We gamers gotta stick together.
I'm Queen Bee, by the way. Agro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming.
Aha, there we go. That says it all. I figured that when you put your arms over your head, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me, Queen Bee."
Hey, I do not sound like that. Well, maybe a little.
Another for the arcade spirit quarter gods. Oh, hello, Hikari. Yeah, so hi. Hello, Hikari. I'm Hikari. I'm, of course, Colson of the Daring Player Squad, and I am definitely trying my part in this weird endeavor. So far, I really enjoy this, actually. A lot more than I thought I would. Anyway, I'm one of the regulars around here. Besides Purpur and Tio? Huh. Percy, actually? Oh, no, yeah. So you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than the other guy. Oh, great. Now she's even making my job into a competition. I hope there isn't a betting pool, too. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right? Nope. I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh.
Really? Have you been living under a rock for the past decade? If you consider a small yet comfortable apartment a rock, then yes. Oh, you sweet child. You are so innocent and pure. Come, let me show you the path to darkness that is the internet. Nope. Sure, I'd like to... There is only... These are my moods right here. All three of these are my moods when learning about the internet. Knowing full well where I will go. Nope. Knowing full well where I'm about to go and going to like it. This one. And then the last one is, I've seen pretty shitty stuff. What else is there? That's the third one. All of these can easily be me. Easily. Well, it is part of my job to know all about the games here. And if Queen Bee is going to give me some insight on the culture around this game, I should take advantage of that. Lead me farther. Lead me. This is okay. The word farther and further are always something that I always get confused with because it's something you could easily switch around with. Lead me farther into the darker abyss, or further, because like farther is the distance traveled, but further in this context is you're going deeper into the abyss, right? So it's like both can be used here if you're smart enough, but like that's the one word that's been that kind of like I need to reread like 5 times when I'm reading something. When I read something, it's just, yeah. But I didn't read the My Mistress part at the end of it, so that's a bold move on my part.
Yeah.
Oh hey, I got a +1. Queen Bee grabs my arm, pulls me closer to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet. And upon further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's rigged up. You can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. Oh, she's fucking rigged up the cabinet? Holy fuck. That webcam there, it broadcasts to my own personal PC back home, which then streams matches live to all my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. Cost a bit to put everything all together, but it takes like half an hour to rig up and test each morning, but after doing this here for a couple of years, it's easy peasy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream on the Funplex than from home. There's so much to miss out from sitting by your lonesome and with the console version of FOD. The crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community. Wait. Are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now? You remember how you streamed DS? Basically, that's what you do. True?
Nope, no way.
Fuck no! That was part of my warm-up matches. I've got a pretty big tournament coming up, so I try to get as much practice in as possible, even if it is with a bunch of fodder, as in FOD-der, as in, you know, chum, lunch meat, scrubs, losers. I got the idea. Yes. Queen Bee sees something out the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives a nod to someone hanging around near the Street Fighter cabinet. Excuse me. My crew is starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practice soon. Wait, what time is it? At the tone, the time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern.
Beep beep.
What the?
Fuck, I gotta go live in 5 minutes. Listen, kid, it's been well. We'll chat later, right? Sure. One thing, can you keep the swearing down at least a little? We've got some kids around here and I don't want you to get in trouble with Gavin. Him? Meh. But for you, I'll keep it to a PG-13 rating. Now, if you excuse me, there are some butts out there that I need to kick.
Later.
And with that, a wave and a twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to her Fist of Discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up her broadcasting ring, and the shouting and milder swearing starts up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. Passion seems to run deep in this arcade. Everyone's spirit burning with passion for, well, various things. But hey, passion's passion. She seems to like me, which will make my job easier in the long run. There's a huge FOD community in this arcade, despite being a tiny strip mall joint. Good to know. The arcade is now at peace, and my work here is done. Well, actually, we're a few hours from closing time, so my work here isn't quite done, but, you know. I'm so at peace, in fact, that I don't even notice the underboss of the arcade sliding up behind me. Not a bad first day so far. I've been keeping tabs on you. Well, others have been. And they've been texting me. You know, you should consider a proper group... consider getting a proper group app chat going. I got a crappy phone plan. My texts aren't free. A valid point. I'll look into that.
Impressive.
I'm impressed with how you handle yourself. I think you're going to work out just fine. Anyway, I prepared your paperwork. If you'd like to go sign it and make this working relationship a bit more above board.
Yeah.
So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I've fed you and everything. Francine hasn't hired him yet, right? Oh God. An adorable nightmare joins the impromptu staff gathering. Coulson's off to a great start. Here's to your first day, followed by many more. Don't you two have jobs to attend to? Just ordered a replacement power supply for Robotron, and nothing left to do for the rest of the day. Not many kids around for me to entertain. Finally, a quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. Is it my dream job? I told Francine I was looking for hope. I've been so used to life dumping all over me that I've come to expect the worst, generally. And yet, I can't say the Funplex has dumped on me. It's been hectic at times, a little too much, but not really in a bad way. I'm starting to get along with my coworkers. I'm helping people with their problems. Maybe I'm finding the hope I was really looking for. After all. We only got a few hours till closing and it's nice and quiet. How about we game for a bit? Speak for yourself. I still got paperwork to handle. Oh, come on. Don't act like you don't game. Irrelevant. I know your dirty little secret. What? Naomi? You sneak in early each morning to play pinball. You're a pinball wizard. Well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is the very expression of that art form. You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney. The girls are giggling and I'm finding myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, not a bad end to end my first day.
By the way, I've booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
The look of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all laughter dying off of them immediately, are vaguely concerning to me.
Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
Birthday party? How old are the kids, may I ask? It's our fifth birthday. Oh, to be young again. 5-year-olds? Naoma starts pulling at her hair, eyes wide and trembling, throwing skee balls overhead into the glass, jumping up and down on pinball machines, putting chewing gum into coin slots, pulling on my costume, tearing off pieces of it. Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before. Doom! Doom! The end is nigh!
Hate to get in the way of all the fun. Yep, it's time for my afternoon nap anyway. Have fun, dears.
Right. Battle stations, everyone. I'll take ticket desk so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Colston, roaming duty. Look for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourselves. They're coming. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling in the parking lot. Minivans disgorging kindergartens. And suddenly... Jesus Christ. That's terrifying. An explosion of small humans rushes through the door, bursting into the arcade before scattering every which way. Even before any of them get tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to play their game, or even just to pretend to be playing. The crew assumes battle stations, Naomi by the fragile pinball machines, Ashley near the door trying to distract the incoming kids to greet them. Arcade again! Gavin, armed at the pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanged them with the adults. Beats waiting in line at the exchange machines. As for the pro gamers, well, Queen Bee and Theo's friends bolt for the exits, abandoning them, keen on getting out ahead of the surge of kiddies, I guess. That's all very well good, but I got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said? Look for trouble, Gavin said? I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos has multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball being bounced around, or like that frog trying to cross the highway of the traffic. You know the one. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise, and Colston, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend to them. Which one of these should I tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. Do work, son. It'll be fun, Gavin said. Okay, if I was in this situation and all this shit was happening, I would go over to this first. I weave my way through the waves of children towards the skee-ball machines. A little girl at the end of the skee-ball ramp, crying, no parent in sight to settle her, so the task falls to me. I'm guessing I should be more cautious about this sort of thing, in what with lawsuit-happy parents lurking over by the vending machines, ignoring their kids. But floor attendant Colston decides to take the case all the same. Hey, my name's Colston. I now work here at the arcade. What's wrong? Can I help? Her sobbing pauses and she looks up to me. I lost my tickets. Someone stole them from me. I played and won a bunch of them, and now I put them down, and I was talking to a friend, and now they're gone. I glance around, but in a sea of kids, it's impossible to tell who the thief could be. I don't even have any more tokens to play with. I spent them all on skee-ball, and my tickets are all gone now. Wah! Aw, easy. We'll figure this out somehow. Although, I got no clue where to even start, to be honest. Maybe there was a witness to the crime? Percy would have had a good view from the redemption game area based on where Moopy's positioned. Gavin has the ticket desk, a veritable crow's nest for the whole arcade. He could have spotted something. Or could I just bend the rules and solve this directly? Okay. If I'm working here and bullshit like this happens, Jamil, help me! Usually I do call for Jamil if something breaks because it lies to him. But if I was in the situation where someone's tickets went missing, I'd have to go to Gavin. Nope, not gonna mess around with this one. A theft is serious business. Wait right here, okay? I'll go get help. We'll get to the bottom of this, I promise. Okay. I duck through the crowd, weaving my way back to the ticket desk. Hey, Gavin, and that girl over there? Boy with the red hair currently playing Frogger. He took her tickets when she wasn't looking. Wait, you saw?
Certain.
Of course. What of it? Okay, so now how do we deal with this one? Do we comfort the brat's parents, or go to the cops, or just work under hot lights? Honestly, I suggest letting it go. If you confront the child, he'll clam up and refuse to ever admit wrongdoing. And the parents can be twice as immature, I've found. Right now, I just want to keep the peace. One girl crying is less of a disturbance than a boy throwing a tantrum. That way, he stands there so stoic and uncaring while that girl in pink just sobs. It's not right. I mean, seriously, it's not right. But he's my boss. How hard do I want to push this? He trusts me enough to have an opinion, but yeah, at the end of the day, it is his call. Come on, Gavin. Come on, Gavin. So let one customer feel like you'll let one customer feel like crap just to avoid having another customer maybe feel like crap. A thief, may I add? There's keeping the peace and there's allowing suffering just because it's the path of least resistance. We're losing a customer today regardless. Ugh. I'd rather not break a little girl's heart to do it and let a bully learn he can do what he wants. Sorry, excuse me. At first it looks like he's going to chew me out for standing up to him. But you think of me a monster? Of course I feel bad about this. I feel bad for her and he shouldn't get away with it. I'm just trying to protect this arcade as a whole. Do work sign whichever you want. Cough, Gavin, cough, and whatever you wanna. Should be able to help me. Again, no bad answers. Do it. Gavin will remember that. James, how could you? And then do it. Protect the arcade by protecting the gamers and their dreams. He sighs like a stress relief valve yawning open and closed.
Indeed.
You're right, of course.
Apologies.
Focusing on the big picture does tend to leave me apathetic to each individual brushstroke. My apologies, Colston. I'm lucky I had you to put me back on track. Your predecessor wouldn't have stood up to me like this and shown me how wrong I was. Now, let's get this sorted out properly. Gavin walks right up to the kid who's busy hopping a frog around traffic. Wouldn't mind seeing this kid go play in traffic myself. Same! Ahem. Boy. What do you want? I can't help but notice that roll of tickets in your pocket. Big winner, are you? The biggest! Got 'em all playing, that spinny color game over there. See? Really? It's funny, see, I own that game. May I see your roll, please? I don't want to show you. Well, I can see the end poking out of your pocket there, and I see the serial number on the ticket starts with a 1, which is interesting because the roll I loaded into the color spinner, it started with a 2.
I think not.
Meaning those tickets were one plain skee ball, specifically by that girl over there, and you took them. You're a liar. Leave me alone. I'll yell for my mom.
Seriously?
Do you really want to risk having your mom believe me instead of you? Instead, how about you give me the tickets and walk away? At first, the kid looks like he's gonna shriek bloody murder, but a few nervous glances at his mother, busy munching chips by the vending machine, changed his mind. Take him. I don't want him anyway. He angrily stomps away, presumably to go to play some other game on the other side of the arcade.
Yay!
You did it! You found my tickets! Oh, I'm glad I made her happy. The girl actually hugs me. Well, hugs my leg, actually.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Thanks and thanks. Now then, let's get your prize. What is you wanted? Crayons! Those we have, Colston. I'll take it from here. Ooh, the happy fuzzy feeling right there. But no time to rest on my laurels. I've got other arcade dreams to defend. Right, now that's it. Have you done Gavin's yet, James? Oh, right, that's sorted out. But the other two situations are about to spin out of control. I've only got time to deal with one of them. Which one? I can smell disaster in the wind, and it smells sweet. As in, I can smell that box of birthday cupcakes one of the parents left near the tickets desk, with kids swarming around it, scavenging for their favorite icing colors. At first, my inner child is merely offended that someone thought one of those icing blobbed cupcake cakes. Sorry. At first, my inner child is merely offended that someone thought one of those icing blobbed cakes was superior to actual birthday cake. To be honest, though, as you'll learn when you get older, a cupcake birthday cake is really effective because then you don't have to waste as much on a cake. You could actually just make a small little thing of like 6 and call it a cake, but like it's effective. Everyone gets an equal portion and your own tray to eat it. So really, you're low. Never mind. But there are clearly larger issues at stake than that.
I want a chocolate. Don't take all the chocolates.
I want 2 cupcakes. Give me 2 cupcakes.
No fair. Everybody gets one, and mine's gotta be chocolates.
Of course, the kid on the right grabs the last one.
Finders keepers, losers weepers.
The parents aren't paying attention. They're too busy complaining about their jobs and the weather and the PTA stuff. Meaning, when the first cupcake is thrown, nobody's there to stop it.
Stop it, stop it.
I want a chocolate.
Not yet, no. I'm very curious besides the other stories. Colson, give him the chocolate. Chocolate. Give him the chocolate. Damn, I thought that still worked. Thought that still worked too. Never mind. As blobby wads of icing and sponge cake go flying, I glance over the coin ops games, which are about to get caught in the crossfire. I guess I can't just be the bot calling it then. Naomi, who's busy trying to unjam the joystick of one of the kids waggled too hard, looks up to see the cupcake onslaught coming her way. As does Ashley, whose fuzzy costume is a nice and inviting target for a flying confectionery. Act fast, Coulson. I gotta choose! I know how much it means to both of them. Aw, man. I don't want to choose. I want to try to save them both. Because Ashley really likes her costume. And it's like her first test run after it breaking. And then Naomi fucking lovingly repairs this arcade. And I say this as I've been playing this game for so long, but I've only played it for the first night, but time to make a choice. You know what? I'm gonna try to save them both. I really am. Quickly, I hurl myself into the action. Get down, Mr. President! Oh my god. I love it. Just like, get down! Ah! Numbness sets in as multiple rounds of frosting-coated motor fire impact against my body. Finally, I hit the ground. My clothes are totally ruined. But alas, my noble self-sacrifice could not completely protect them. Aw, no. Naomi seems to get the idea and shields the game with her body. A few stray cupcakes that missed me hit her, but otherwise no damage done. Ashley takes a few shots, unfortunately, but it could have been worse. Man, Cupcake is going to be so hard to clean off of either. Fuck. Naomi and Ashley kneel down to check up on my fallen form. Colston, are you okay?
Hi.
Could be... Oh no. Pinky is shot in the head. Pinky's dead? Could be paralyzed from the neck down. Colston, blink once if you're paralyzed. Blink twice if you're not. I'm not paralyzed. Oh hey, you can talk. You know, that works too. Naomi helps me to my feet, although I have to be careful not to mingle my icing with her icing in the process. Days like these, I'm glad to wear an apron. Ugh. Cupcakes are food, not fashion.
Poops.
Colored icing is just the worst. I think I can get these out with some club soda, fortunately. Guess they got all of us, huh? But Colston worst of all. You know, that was super selfless of you, trying to save us from the splatter. Speaking as a floor attendant, you score a silver medal. Despite all of us ending up splattered a little, they seem in good spirits. I should try to keep that rolling. My cupcake foo was not strong enough. Unfortunate that my learned skills at the mastery of mid-air cupcake retrieval failed me in this hour of need. I have dishonored myself at my arcade. I must train for 10 years, during which I can let the shame of this indecent incident drive the fire in my soul to greater heights of cupcake defense. Just have Ashley daydream up a training montage for you. Same effect, but saves you a lot of time. I'm at your disposal, although my screenwriting fees are industry standard if you want the full Ashley treatment. Anyway, thanks, Colston. That was a complete mess, but I guess it could have been a more of a complete mess if you hadn't done that. Better get back to fixing this joystick. You should clean up at the back and get back to it. Also, the party's still going. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. And hey, good work. If you excuse me, I need to go clean up clean poor Pinky up a bit. That could have gone better, but also could have gone much worse. More importantly, I kept their spirits up. Even Ashley, who has to clean icing out of her fuzzy felt. Icing out of felt sounds fucking horrid. Ugh. With a brief nod from Gavin, I snatch one of the official Funplex t-shirts to replace my cupcake top. Oh, that's cute writing. Like a torture method, it does. After a few minutes in the bathroom to change and wipe icing off my pants, I'm ready to go again. 2 problems in the can. Okay, cupcakes and tickets sorted out. As far as that angry, shouting parent by the driving games, uh-oh. Looks like they went home. Problem solved? But the boy that she was shouting at is gone too? Hey, Colston, you missed the fireworks. I don't mean my dancing. What happened? Queen Bee glances back briefly, in the middle of playing some samurai-based fighting game. Oh, some fuck was screaming at this kid for no good reason. Eventually the parents got into a shouting match. Tio talked to them both and then they decided to bail on the party. All I did was point out that they were right next to a donut shop frequented by some very well-read cops. Drat! I was hoping to cool things off so they could keep enjoying the party. Don't sweat it, guy. You did a good work out there. Yeah, I saw that impromptu cake shooting gallery. What a mess. And those stolen tickets? Man, kids can be jerks, but you gave it your best. You're looking pretty run down, though. Why not take a break? I have a solemn and sworn duty to bring peace to my arcade. Fuck that. Go take 5. Well, truthfully, I am pretty worn the heck out after all that. Tio's right. I mean, step away from all the craziness, if only for a few minutes? After a silent nod from Gavin to confirm it's cool with him, I slip away, headed to the employee lounge. What a day. Quirky coworkers, diehard pro gamers, volatile kids getting into volatile situations. I'd say it's a recipe for wackiness or some or some such cliche, but nothing's an easy dismissed cliche when it's happening to you directly. Frankly, I'm exhausted. I dropped down into one of the cheap folding metal chairs in the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head back, trying to work out the kinks of my sore shoulders. And spot an upside down kid. Huh? Oh, wait, I'm the one leaning backwards. I sit up and turn around instead. Better? Wait, what is a kid doing back here? Hey, I think he was open, I didn't notice him. Hi? Hi. And you are? Mikey. Okay, that's a start. Hi, Mikey. My name's Colston. So, what are you doing back here? This is an employee's area only. Wait, there's a keypad? How'd you get in? The guy at the desk dropped this. He holds out a piece of paper with the door code written in it. Huh, score 1 for Ashley's wild storytelling being more fact than fiction. Okay, but you can't stay back here. Well, I don't see any knives or stabbing implications left out in the open, so I guess it's technically safe, but...
Please don't send me back out there.
Well, this is curious. I lean in so we can be on the same eye level. Something wrong? You can tell me. I work here. I'm the guy who solves problems.
No problems, just don't want to go out there.
Don't you want to play with your friends? He gives me the most cynical, bitter laugh I've never heard out of a kindergartner.
I don't got any friends. I don't know anybody here. My family just moved to the city, and before that we lived in another city, and one more for that, but I was too little to remember. Mom told me to come to the party anyway, and I didn't want to, but she took me anyway, and then she left because she's got to work.
New kid in town, huh? Still, I should have busted him. There and then. Brought him back out into the party, where the other parents could supervise him. I should have told Gavin. I should have enforced the rules on the arcade. Okay, kid, I won't tell on you. If you want to stay back here for the rest of the party, I'll keep you company. Thanks. You really won't tell my mom? Nope. Why? I thought you want to make me go. You're an adult, like Mom. Hey, I wasn't always an adult. I was kid once. The new kid in town, in fact. Yeah, inconsiderate mother leaving you to play video games all day. More fact than fiction, Paul. You were the new kid? Yeah, although for me, that started happening back when I was 10. And again, moving from town to town, school to school, never really making friends. Not for years. Mom and Dad kept losing jobs and taking new ones, worse ones. They'd be working all day long, too tired when they came home to do much of anything. After years and years of this, I stopped hoping things would get better, and I decided I would take what I could get. So I'd go with the flow. What does that mean? It means you don't care? Some things are good, some things are bad, but you don't care. You just do what you have to do without really being sad over it.
But that sounds so sad. You weren't sad?
Sometimes.
It's sad to never care about anything, right?
Sometimes. I guess I was sad. I just told myself I wasn't going to be sad, even though I really was. Because my little involuntary trip down memory lane was not helping this kid out. Move at least time in. No, this is probably like a kid that was probably with a kindergarten, so he's probably like 6 or 7. But yeah, right? Moving a lot. Wouldn't have helped a little Coulson out if an adult did this for me. So instead, I decided to be the adult about that little Coulson would have needed. Also, damn, this got too real. It could have been a couple times a year, too. Yeah. You know, your mommy loves you very much, Mikey. She loves you very, very much. When I was a kid, I was mad at my parents for moving all the time, taking different jobs. It made things very hard for me. But now that I'm older, I know they were working hard because they loved me. They wanted the best for me, and they were doing their best to get it. Life can be hard. Sometimes it's just no fun. There's one thing that's always there. Love. They always love you. He shoots a doubting look. One of those little doubting looks they don't want to outright call something a lie, but can't quite swallow it. Mikey, if your mom was sad, what would you do to make her happy? I mean, if you had to go to school an extra 2 hours a day, would you do it? I guess. That's what she's doing. She's working very hard because she wants to make you happy. I'm not happy being alone or moving all the time. Neither is she. But she knows if she works hard, one day you won't be alone. You won't be moving all the time. I was the new kid, remember? But now I have a home. I'm with my best friend. And a good job. And I work in an arcade. How cool is that? It wasn't easy, and my parents were often sad. And I was often sad. But we pulled through, and so will you. Just remember, she loves you. And you love her. And that'll get you through sad times. Huh. It's not a great answer, but it doesn't solve the problem. But it does make things a little easier on Mikey. From his long sigh, I can feel him releasing his sadness before offering a little smile. Not a big goofy grin, not a high on happiness, just simple understanding. I love Mommy. It's sad. A lot. But I know it's not always sad. And even if she left me here, I know she's coming back. Hey, you know what? You still got you've still got some time to enjoy the party. Even if you don't want to talk to the other kids, there's lots of games you can play. And hey, maybe you'll get to know someone while playing a game. Arcades are great for that. I'm sure a lot of them have sad times too, and they could use someone to play with. Someone who understands.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go play the skee ball games. I'll spot you a few tokens. Let's get you rolling. I take his hand and lead him out to the back to the main room. Aww. And off he goes. I'm not fooling myself. I know I hadn't fixed all of Mikey's problems. I'm no child psychologist. That was entirely me flying by the seat of my pants. But for one moment there, I was able to help someone in the same crappy situation I found myself long, long ago. Well, there's another person streaming Arcade Spirits right at the moment, and she's exactly at the same point as Colson. Ooh, spooky. 15 years ago, everything changed. No more family vacation, no more arcade visits. We couldn't afford them, and they couldn't take time off work. The whole Reed family had to learn to settle, to accept the lot in life we've been dealt, to simply go with the flow, never hoping, never wanting. Juniper did her best to pull me out of that mire. I'd known her for a few years, one of those few stable times in my life, but she knew the edge I'd been pushed to. Now, here I am. Days are full bonkers. Apparently boring and hectic, surreal and way too real. I can honestly say I'm more alive today than I have been in a very, very long time. Beep beep, beep beep, Colston. My emotional voice analysis subroutines combined with your body language suggests you're very happy right now. Yeah, I guess I am. How did you know? I just told you, silly. I mean, how did you know I love this job so much?
Oh, I know.
I didn't. What? I lied. I was 47% sure. Oh, it has elements that seem to click with your optimal social requirements, a fun atmosphere, spirited coworkers, helping people out, and so on. Also, I cross-referenced your roommate's postings talking about how much you enjoyed at arcade visits when you were a kid. Still, 47%.
99.97%.
But I said I was 99.97 sure that if I said I was 99% sure you'd be willing to give it a try. Fuck you, Iris, but I still love you the same. Another thing to thank Juniper for, I guess. Well, you're a very weird little app, you know?
Hooray!
I try. I try to be. Whew, that's good. From the cars pulling up in the parking lot, it looks like the party's over. It's about closing time for the arcade anyway. Most of the gamers have filed out by now, and if they hadn't already filed out, the title of Most of the gamers have filed out by now, if they hadn't already fled the tidal wave of kitties. My first impulse is to go bug Gavin about paperwork, but that can wait. I'd rather go help someone with the tidying up, or maybe see how our VIP gamers are doing. Not enough time to run around checking in with everyone, though. So who do I want to hang out with? Oh, shit. That's everyone. Bum. let's check in with Naomi first. Naomi definitely looks like she could use a hand. Someone's jammed bright pink bubblegum into a coin slot, and she's trying to clear the sticky mess out. How could they do this to poor innocent little Q*bert? Hey, need a hand? Oh, thank goodness, yeah. Work on the second player slot for me. I've got swabs and stuff in my kit there. Grab what you need.
So frustrating.
Honestly, the nerve of these kids. No respect at all for these games. Games aren't like chew-proof, machine-washable baby toys. They're delicate and deserve love and care. But they are toys, right? Well, yeah, I mean, of course, just, they're works of art. Art! Stuff like that. I know not everyone sees it that way. Back in the 80s, operators would just throw away games that didn't perform well anymore. In the end, an arcade has to make money. That means using and abusing a game until it's time to pull it out to pasture. Put it out to pasture. But I don't have to like it, right? The kids had a lot of fun. They're not all mean. Nothing justifies deliberately trashing a game like this, but if it helps, the party was a success. Everyone had fun playing your wonderful games. So for every kid who hurt you, know a dozen more would thank you if they knew you were providing these great games and making sure they stayed playable. Yeah, you're right. Kids aren't all bad, of course. I'm not really good with kids, not like Ashley, but if they learn to love games when they're young, they'll learn to love them their life, right? But I do have to be realistic. You only get one. Oh, hi, Druckus. Hello, welcome. I'm playing Arcade Spirits tonight. Actually, it's my first run through, so I think I'm getting to the end of the first chapter. Who knows? I don't know. But welcome. We're the Daring Player Squad. We play games every day. Well, almost every day. We've got Monday off, but everyone has their own individual day. So thanks for joining along, and we're just playing some Arcade Spirits tonight. I know this isn't a museum. We aren't preserving priceless treasures for generations to come. Sometimes I treat it like my private little collection, but really, I do want people to play and enjoy these games, and that does wear them down in time. Oh, it is near the end of the first chapter. Well, it kind of feels that way anyways, but well, thanks for the heads up. As long as I'm here, I'll pick up a game when it wobbles on its feet, dust it off, straighten it up, and send it out there to be played with all over again. With the last of the gum pulled out of the slot, Naomi closes up her toolbox. I should probably pull the coin mechs entirely and give them a good cleaning tomorrow, but I don't want to let the gum sit overnight. I'm heading home soon. I'll see you tomorrow, right? You got it.
Woohoo!
Great. And she gives me a big hug before bounding off to her workshop. Aw, that's nice. I got to talk to her about gams and stuff. With things winding down, there's just one last thing to take care of before I'm out the door. I seek out Gavin to handle the remains of the day. Colston, good work today. Thanks, boss. Mid-boss? Sub-boss? Gavin will do. I can't say you're a perfect employee, but my standards are impossibly high. So I'll just assume you were close to perfect as is reasonable. You came to me when dealing with those stolen tickets. Good. I want you to know I'll always be here for you should you need me, even if I look busy. The cost of cleaning our carpets won't be as bad. Thanks for your quick thinking. I'm not pleased that you sold our mopey to our for only $1,000, not $3,000 as I requested. Gavin, we paid $200 for that game. I'd be ripping off a customer. A customer with exceptionally deep pockets, and the one who squats on that game all day, spending only a handful of change in the process. If anything, 3,000 is what we need to make up for the lost profit from Percy being so mopey obsessed. What's more, why it's still here is a good question. Was I not clear how I wanted it gone? Percy didn't want to break up the family. They're machines, not people. He also didn't want Naomi to be sad. Yes, well, Naomi needs to learn to let go, I'd say. Ahem! Are you giving our poor little Colston a hard time, Gavin dear? Miss Francine, I thought you were napping.
Be sensible.
Naomi's dreams matter too, as does the dream of Percy, that poor fellow. Poor, isn't Percy stinking rich?
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
Davengear? Yeah, pretty much. Fun fact, Naomi is the name of the company that makes the game of the... Sorry, fun fact, Naomi is the name of the company that makes game motherboards for Arcane Cabinet. Huh. Really? I didn't know that. That's neat. Huh. Thanks for the fun fact, buddy. Thanks. Gavin, I know you mean well, wanting to keep everyone's dreams afloat, but sacrifices made in that name which shatter the dreams of others, well, that's not what Funplex is all about. Colston, you understand, yes? The reason why? Why am I here? That's the question she asked me during that interview. Now I think I understand. I came here today looking for hope, hoping I could do more with my life than compromise, settle for what I can get, and go with the flow. Everybody I met today is full of hope, gamers chasing scores, people following their passions. Nobody here is willing to give up on their dreams. Not even you, Gavin. You know we're better than this, Gavin. You don't settle. We chase after our hopes and dreams and won't accept anything less. I see.
Apologies.
Colston? Miss Francine? I apologize. Oh, Darkus! Sorry about that. Hey, thanks for joining the squad, buddy. Again, we are the Daring Player Squad. My name's Colston. I usually stream on Wednesdays. I believe our stream date is on one of our schedules. But basically, we have 5 members. We have Joyce, myself, Ash, James, who is actually currently in the chat. He's some guy 1138. That's James. Saturday is Arash or Joyce, depending on the game. And then Sunday is usually a team stream for us. And then Mondays are a day off. So each of us during the day, we have actually our own day to stream a game. We don't really keep to any games. We just kind of just stream what we like. And recently we've had a bunch of our friends request that they wanted me to play Arcade Spirits. So here's what we're playing. Earlier tonight I was playing Metroid. So we kind of finished that up and kind of set up the next game. So if you like, come on back every single day. We got new stuff happening every day. We got new content every day, with the exception of Mondays. And just come on back and have a watch. More than welcome to have you here. So hope to see you a lot more, Darkus. Anyways, Colston, Miss Francine, I apologize. It's difficult to balance my idealism against my realism some days, but I know in my heart I need to err on the side of realism, even if my mind screams in protest. I can assume you're still keen to work here, Colston? I didn't even hesitate before replying. Absolutely. Gavin fetches a nearby short stack of forms. Fill these out tonight and hand them in to me first thing in the morning. And welcome to the Funplex. Welcome to the family, I'd say. I'm sure you'll fit in just fine, Colston. Dracus, so sorry. I am sorry. I'm a little tongue-tied. Sorry, buddy. Dracus. Got it. Did I actually say Dairy Player Squad? Did I slur that and said Dairy Player Squad? Oh boy, I'm an idiot. One bus ride later and it's home again. Home again. Jiggity jig. Juniper, already home for work, bounds over eagerly to interrogate me on my day. So, how'd it go? It went well. Well or well? Really well. Your little app came through. He said a lot of things tonight. Your little app came through. Despite being terrifyingly omnipotent and just being a little unnerving. You forgot to mention adorable. That's wonderful. I'm glad to hear things worked out. And you even came home with a smile, like when you were a lifeguard. Huh. I guess I am smiling. Interesting.
By the way, there's just one teensy-weensy little question I have for you. Why exactly did you order a giant crate full of pizza bagels?
Oh, no. Did I neglect to mention that part of the terms and conditions? On the plus side, I know what I'm having for lunch tomorrow. That's a lot of pizza bagels. And that's level 1 of Arcade Spirits complete. Hey, look at you, also won a prize. You'll get one of these at the end of each level you clear, plus some extras from various endings and other hidden thingies. Now, let's check your score. Wow, look at that fucking score go. Looks like you're really hitting it off with Naomi. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you scored 6,100 points. Nice! Keep talking with people and your score will go up, up, up. Today's pizza fact is Americans eat approximately 100 acres of pizza each day, or 350 slices per second. Wow! Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 2? Fucking save the game! Yeah, right here! Alright, here you go. So saving, do you want to overwrite your save? Yes, please. Alright, friends. No, looking at the fucking... Whoa, Disinquibi. Actually, will remember that. Hey now. Hey now, I can still... It's only chapter 1. I still got lots more. I got lots more people to talk to. So all the employees. No regulars. Interesting. Bedtime. Yep. It's midnight where I am. It's very, very late. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I didn't realize how late it actually was. So... Oops, shit, what the fuck? Nicole actually messaged me and I wasn't paying attention to my phone and she's like, go to bed, you fucking idiot. So I'm like, oops. So I'll make this ending kind of quick. For those who are joining us for the first time in a while, hello and welcome. My name is Colson of the Daring Player Squad. Welcome to our wonderful stream that we have most of the week. We have a team of 5. We stream throughout the week and we get all together to play a game together as a team. So throughout the week we start on Tuesday, which is Joyce. Currently, she's going through emulation version of The World Ends With You on the Nintendo 3DS. She's actually going through it right now, and she's elected to do a Nintendo DS emulator because there's actually some lore around it, so she's kind of using that. Now, for today, which is me, Colston, hello, I'm going to be playing Arcade Spirits from now on. Well, not now on, but currently the next series is now Arcade Spirits. It's been really fun. Thank you so much for recommending it. I really appreciate it, guys, and I hope to see more content. Now, on to Thursday. James, did Ash finish up Deadly Premonition, or did she move on to something else? Because I was asleep for that. And if James says that she was still playing Deadly Premonition, she will be still playing Deadly Premonition. And I will quickly move to James because James is also playing something different. Aha! So Ashley is actually playing Deadly Premonition, so that's something what she's going for. Last time I checked, though, last time I checked, though, this one, and then we go to there, and then we go to here, and we go to Video Producer. There. And so the last time James was playing anything, he was actually finishing up the stream of Arcade Spirits. So there's kind of an overlap on that. I'm not sure if he finished, but he should have. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. And then, so James is on Fridays. Arash, he actually has started his brand new series, Apollo Justice for All. So he's been actually going through... I'm stealing Mondays. Oh, okay. So TLOU Part 2. Okay, so he's actually going to be moving to Mondays because of schedule differences, James? Possibly? Yes? Yeah. And then Arash was doing Apollo Justice for All, and he's been doing all the Phoenix Wright attorney games. I think so. And he's been doing the Phoenix Wright attorney games. So now he's gotten through Know You Muppet. Because he's excited. He's going through all of them. So now he's gone to the Apollo set of games. So he's doing that now. And then last time we played a team stream game, we were playing Worms, WMD, and we were all having fun shooting each other and actually getting into funny situations. Oh, excuse me. So as you can see the chat going on, James is actually doing double duty because of availability. But he's taken our free spot on Monday. So if you can't catch James on Fridays, he's also on Mondays, so you can definitely catch him for that. So, without calling me a naysayer, we're doing stuff lots. Oh, right, you guys played Terraria. Right. They play Terraria. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure what we're going to play for this weekend, but we will see. Stay tuned. Other than that, that's me. I've been Colton of the Daring Player Squad. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Let me double check if there's anything, if anybody's running right now for possibly for a raid. Let's see if we have anybody available. Let's go to our friend Navi. We'll go to our friend Navi. She's kind of going through the Halo series right at the moment. She's currently streaming, so we're gonna go by her, and we're gonna go Navi nominate. There we go. Haha. So if you guys want to check her out, she's a good buddy of us. She's currently going through the Halo series, so go on in, give her a hi and hello, and give it a good old raid bear chat from us. And I really hope you guys have a wonderful night. I hope to see you guys next week. I start streaming around 6:30 on Wednesday, so I hope to see you more of Arcade Spirits. Anyways, hope you guys had a nice night. Good night. Have a nice night, and stay safe out there, okay? See you next week. Bye-bye.
Is it good? Okay, good. I just had to restart.